A Simple Man's Dictionary, written by SaladTopping. Sunday, June 10th. Normal. That was the board's word of the day today. I woke up, I walked to work, I walked back home, I went to bed. Today was a good day. Monday, June 11th. Isochronism. That was the board's word of the day today. Eternally progressing, endless, everlasting, enduring, and yet it maintains a steady beat and has held it for eternity. Tick-tock, tick-tock. How has it persisted for so long? If only I was that obdurate. Tuesday, June 12th. Monotony. That was the board's word of the day today. It's always the same. Wake up, walk to work, walk back home, go to bed. The world almost seems to taunt me with this monochrome existence. When will it end? Wednesday, June 13th. Persistent. That was the board's word of the day today. Why do I keep going? Life will come to an end for us all, so why bother? Questions I ponder so often. They say it's not healthy to ask these questions, but who cares? It's not like it matters anymore. Thursday, June 14th. Hobby. That was the board's word of the day today. Why am I still searching? I can't find any activity that expresses my feelings. Walking through the city? Nothing. Climbing the Black Canyon? Nothing. I've done all of that, and the thrill is just gone. I want something new, something exciting. Friday, June 15th. Technique. That was the board's word of the day today. I got into painting today. It's actually kind of fun. I was surprised that I would enjoy it, considering how much it hurt to put those feelings onto paper. However, maybe I just needed to let my feelings out. Saturday, June 16th. Optimistic. That was my word of the day today. Life doesn't seem monotonous anymore. Every day I wake up, I find a new muse and begin painting. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I'm ashamed of my nihilistic look on life. Maybe life doesn't have meaning. Maybe life doesn't need to have meaning. I just need to find enjoyment. I'll keep painting. It calms the nerves. I'd be lying if it didn't let me release some pent-up feelings too. Sunday, June 17th. Untoward. That was my word of the day today. I showed my friend my art today. They didn't like it. I guess it makes sense considering that my feelings are dark, to say the least. I just wish people could just respect it. Why does everyone give me that look when I show them? Monday, June 18th. Intervention. That was my word of the day today. My friend called me today while I was painting. They tried to get me to stop painting. I was disgusted. What was wrong with art? Why couldn't I be allowed to express myself like this? Did I not deserve to live a vivid, colorful life? As I hung up, I accidentally left some paint on the phone. The wet paint dripped on the floor periodically. I'll have to clean that up later. Tuesday, June 19th. Detainment. That was my word of the day today. I was painting today. I just finished my piece when I heard a knock at the door. I cleaned up, then answered to find an officer and a few men in white coats. "Is there something wrong, gentlemen?" I asked, confused as to what was happening. "Sir, are you William Cribley?" said the officer, who was giving my hand, still covered in paint, a stare. Yes. Why?" I followed the officer's gaze and immediately apologized. "Sorry, I just finished painting a beautiful piece of art." "No, it's fine. Can you come with us to the precinct, please?" Now I was even more confused. "May I ask why?" "We'd like to ask you some questions about an incident your friend reported," the officer responded, tipping his hat, almost as if to block his gaze from me. "Sure," I said, picking up my phone and getting into the cop car with the other gentleman. Wednesday, June 20th. Perfidy. That was my word of the day today. It was a trick. I was taken to a psychiatric ward. I was told I was sick and I needed to get better. I was kept in a white cell all day. Worst of all, they didn't give me anything to paint with. How could they do this to me? I've done nothing wrong. Thursday, July... Isolation. That was my word of the day. I don't know how long it's been. They won't tell me. I've eaten nothing but stale bread, and I hate it! I don't know how much longer I can stay sane here. I have to paint. I have to. Descent. The doctor brought in a pill. They wanted me to take it. I did. Monday, September 1st. Conformity. That was the board's word of the day. I woke up. I walked to work. I walked back home. I went to bed. Today was a good day.